Welcome to a new episode of Mindspace Hub, where we cover books, movies, news, and topics that interest you from a unique and entertaining perspective. Today, we'll dive into the world of humor and funny situations with the book Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which has become one of the most popular books in young adult literature. In this episode, we will discuss the book in detail, from the main character, Greg Heffley, to the impact it has had on readers worldwide. Joining me today is Isabella, who will share her thoughts and insights on the book, and will also explore many of the lessons one can learn through reading this novel. Hi, Isabella. How are you today?
Hi, Oliver. I'm good, thank you. I'm really excited to talk today about Diary of a Wimpy Kid. It's a book I read a while ago, and it really sparked a lot of thoughts for me.
Definitely. The book has gained immense popularity, even becoming a part of teen culture. What was your first impression when reading the book?
My first impression was that it provides a really funny take on the life of an ordinary teenager, trying to deal with the situations they face in school and in their personal lives. What attracted me even more was the writing style. Jeff Kinney uses a simple yet sarcastic tone. There's something special about the way it's written, almost like you're reading a real person's journal.
You're right. The book is written as a diary, and that format really makes the reader feel part of the story. What about the character of Greg Heffley? How do you feel about him?
Greg is a very relatable character. Maybe he's not the superhero type, but he's the kind of teenager who goes through tough experiences and tries to deal with the challenges he faces. He's full of flaws like anyone else, and that's what makes him so appealing. He's not the perfect character, and that's what makes him easy to relate to.
That's true. Greg isn't a superhero. He's just a regular kid, trying to figure things out in a world full of problems. Do you think the book focuses on our lives as humans and how we face challenges?
Yes, absolutely. Diary of a Wimpy Kid shows life as it is, full of challenges and inner conflicts. Greg is constantly trying to improve his social and emotional standing, but he always ends up in unexpected situations. It highlights the idea that no one can escape life's difficulties.
And that's what makes the book so realistic. Greg faces problems with his friends, his family relationships are far from perfect, but he's still trying to adapt. Do you think the book promotes the idea that teenagers should handle everything on their own?
I think the book shows how Greg tries to handle everything on his own, but he also doesn't hesitate to rely on his friends and family at times. Even though he thinks he can do it all by himself, he eventually realizes that he needs support. The message here is that life isn't about facing everything alone, but learning how to ask for help when you need it.
That's an important aspect of the story. The book also portrays school life in a very humorous way. Do you think Jeff Kinney was focusing on certain aspects of teen life at school?
Yes, exactly. School life is a key part of the book. Greg deals with academic pressures, social pressures from his friends, and the challenge of not fitting in. I think the book accurately reflects what many teenagers feel in school. The pressures Greg faces aren't just funny situations. They carry real meaning about adapting to school life.
Absolutely. For me, the book emphasizes a side of teenage life that showcases a lot of the stress teens face, but also the other characters in the book, like Roderick, Greg's younger brother, play a big part in adding humor. What do you think of these characters?
Roderick is definitely a character who adds a lot of entertainment to the story. He's the kid who causes so much trouble for Greg, but at the same time, he brings a lot of fun. I think Roderick represents the kind of annoying sibling that many teenagers experience. On the other hand, Rowley, Greg's close friend, shows the interaction between friends and how teens deal with each other despite their differences. These characters are crucial in developing Greg's personality.
Definitely, characters like Roderick and Rowley make the story more diverse and highlight family and social relationships. The book offers a lot of lessons, don't you think? For example, how family relationships can affect teens, and how friends can be a source of support during tough times.
Yes, the book reflects how family relationships can be complex, and how friends play a role in helping. Greg doesn't always get along with his parents or his younger brother, but over time, he realizes that these relationships are still very important. Friends like Rowley, although they have their own challenges, help each other in difficult moments. The book also shows how friendships aren't always perfect, but in the end, they're about mutual support.
That brings us back to the idea that life isn't always how we want it to be, but the lessons we learn are what really matter. Do you think the book reflects that idea?
Of course. Greg goes through a lot of situations where he acts in ways that are less than wise, but that's what makes the book so real. He learns from his mistakes in a humorous and sarcastic way, but he also gains valuable life lessons. I think the main message is this: growth doesn't come from perfection, but from learning from mistakes.
In the end, the book isn't just about a wimpy kid's diary, but about a journey of personal growth and learning. That's what makes Greg relatable, even though he isn't the typical hero. And that's why the book resonates with readers of all ages. That was such an enjoyable discussion about Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which has brought us both laughter and lessons about school life, friendship, and family relationships. Thank you so much, Isabella, for sharing your valuable insights about the book. We hope this conversation gave you a deeper understanding of the book and its impact on readers worldwide. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and follow us for more great episodes. Until next time on Mindspace Hub.